Okay.
Hi.
Are you ready, Ben?
Welcome
Yeah.
to Mastering.
It feels weird, doesn't it? Like the only reason like
I've heard you say it 100 times and I still couldn't repeat it. Like
you
word
could
for word.
do it. You
Yeah,
could do it. I mean, it's
I
just
definitely can't.
it just feels really lame.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm not. Yeah,
Sometimes like I see Ben looking at me while I say it, and I can see like the disgust in his face.
He's not wrong.
Hello and welcome to Mastering Mediocrity Music Reviews. We are here today to review, scrutinize, and maybe potentially celebrate the album Tornillo? Tornillo?
Tornillo is how I say it as an English-speaking ignorant American.
There you go. By Whiskey Myers. And this was an album chosen by Mr. Mark.
No.
It wasn't?
It was Whiskey Myers landed on the wheel.
Oh, it did.
And
So
then the next day they released this
Yeah.
album, so we decided
That's right.
to go with a new album as opposed to the old album on the wheel.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for the correction there.
You're welcome.
Well,
But you
Not
had original.
surprised you
Okay,
had
all right,
that
fine. You put it on the wheel.
I put it on the wheel.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with me? Why did you put it on the wheel, Ben?
Because he
You
likes
still
Whiskey
almost called me
Myers.
Mark.
I did, because I'm associating it with Mark.
No,
'Cause that's
because
my jam.
yeah.
It is your jam.
Not necessarily Whiskey Myers, but
Yeah.
that genre. Can
What? No, I heard. I never heard of the cat before until he got played on a Joe Rogan episode. I can't remember which one it was, but somehow now that he's on Spotify, he plays music a little bit more liberally than he did when he was on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
So, I think he was talking to Bert Kreischer. I think it was that Bert Kreischer episode, and they're talking about music, and he's like, "Oh man, you gotta check this fucking Whiskey Myers cat out," and then he played whatever that one song.
Bones?
Bury My
No,
Bones.
Bury My Bones, yeah.
That was just called Bones, but...
Yeah, no, it's Bury My Bones, but he played that, and I was like, God damn, this song's good. And so then I, paused the episode, went and listened to the song. I was like, fuck, this shit's good. And I didn't listen to really anything else from Whiskey Myers.
But it was enough to intrigue you and
Yeah,
put it
so-
on there.
Yeah, so I was like, that song's really good.
Yeah,
Let's
see
check
what
out
else
that
they got.
or at least what's on that album.
Definitely deserved to be on the Wheel of Destiny then.
'Cause, I mean,
they're a
that
good
song's
band.
really good. Yeah, they are really good.
They
I
have,
really
they
enjoyed
have some
this.
big hits.
I don't say I really enjoyed this album. I liked this album. Unenthusiastically. Period. Full stop.
That's fair. That's kind of where I'm at too.
Mm.
It was enjoyable for the purposes of walking. Like that's what I do when I like really listen to the music. I go for a walk in the morning. I put it on and it was very pleasant. I wasn't blown away.
Gunner.
There are definitely high and low moments. More high than low.
Yeah.
Come here, bud.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was not difficult to listen to. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
What did you feel? I mean, I think this is more your jam.
This is more my genre. I'm a casual Whiskey Myers fan as they come up in playlists. I usually don't skip a Whiskey Myers song. They're always pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't have like a Whiskey Myers playlist per se,
Sure,
but like
sure,
they come up when I put on like Cold Through Wall, Tyler Childers, Sturgill Simpson, that kind of genre.
Makes
They're
sense.
a little more rock than
These guys?
country, I think. Yeah, in a way. And
Yeah.
musically they are anyway. And they've gone when their first few albums were a little more country, and they've gone a little more southern, like Lynyrd Skynyrd style, southern country rock type feel. So I was pretty excited for this.
Yeah.
To listen to it. I really like that his vocals are very clear.
Yeah.
And you can understand, like, I didn't have to look up the lyrics to any of the songs to be able to know what they're saying throughout most of the song.
Yeah. I agree. I'd give you that.
A gripe I kind of have with country music, and this is more with, like, you see it more with, like, pop country. There's the shit you hear on the radio that isn't really country music at all. It's just pop music.
With a fucking steel guitar.
Yeah, with a steel guitar and some
A southern accent.
Brantley,
Yeah.
Benjamin, Gilbert, whatever. I don't know why I said
It is pretty southern sounding.
I think there's a Brantley Gilbert
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But like, you know, when you hear like, you start hearing
Funny.
like Simple Man, Blue Collar Man, Good Old Boy, Country Boy, I Got a Truck, Calloused Hands. These are like some of the there's phrases that you hear in country music that
good old Southern boy. Yeah,
it's just
good old
like
country boy.
like lyrically to me, it's just cheap.
feel ya.
Like it's just like grabbing the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Aaron Lewis is a really good
How
example.
many cliches can we put into one
Yeah,
song, sort of thing?
Aaron Lewis is a really good example of that, where he was like fantastic in Stained, like made, I thought, really thoughtful.
Is that the lead singer's name?
Aaron Lewis.
Stained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hard rock, really great, stands the test of time. Then he went country, and he's like one of the worst offenders with the, you know, I got a big orange tractor and a diesel truck is
But
one of the lines in like his
people
debut
fucking-
country song. It's like, this is a joke.
They
lyrically.
ate it up though.
They did.
I mean, he
I
was
don't know
just
why.
as popular as a country star, maybe even more so than he was in Stained. Like, people didn't know
Yeah.
Aaron Lewis until he
No.
went country.
For sure.
Yeah.
It is,
And it's
yeah.
like he has a recent song out I heard on a playlist. It just popped up, and it was like, is everybody mad as hell as me about what's going? It's basically like
It's fucking
the worst political song that you could have
a
probably
bunch
like.
of red meat.
Yeah, it was just it was just so bad. I was like, what is this?
kind of like Whole World Gone Crazy.
Not
That's
even
how I
close.
kinda-
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
That one. No,
I like that song,
I'll
though.
try
Yeah.
to get you the Aaron Lewis one, and then you can compare it to that, and you're gonna say this one is light years better than that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I hear you, but
Yeah.
there's
But
a lot of those elements in this album where it's just kind of like,
they don't really escape.
I'm
those.
a regular dude. What's wrong with the world?
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I
a
get
lot of that.
Yeah.
I get it, man. There's a lot wrong with the world.
But music,
There
I think
is,
they make
but-
up for it musically, though.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
yeah,
the
yeah.
music
It's
on
just
this
so
album is so
fucking
great.
catchy. Everything
Yeah.
is so catchy.
Yeah.
And the part like I think we can like break the seal on is like the brass that they
Yeah.
have, and there's a little bit of piano action going on in one of the songs.
I read I don't know if it's an article or if it was just like, you know, something that had a few words from the lead singer or somebody in the band, and they said, you guys need to pause the show and take these fucking shots.
Well done, sir. Well done. All right. Yeah, you're right. We are well into the show without the shots. All right, here we go.
Cheers,
Cheers, mates.
This is the Freedom Whiskey. A little more palatable.
No, that's
Just a
significantly
little.
better than the Pumpernickel Rye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, that one will sit in the bottom of the freezer until somebody else drinks it.
Until there's a party, you're gonna put it out.
Yeah.
it's actually, I think that is the first one. Unanimously, we were like, no,
Yeah.
just no.
For sure.
But for real,
Yeah.
somebody in the band said that this album was a little bit different than stuff they'd done, a little bit more rock, maybe, a little bit more brass, a little bit more bass heavy. And I was
Sure.
like, oh, interesting. Because, I mean, my only previous exposure to them was Bury My Bones, and that's pretty straightforward kind of.
That one's pretty pop though. I really
but
like
outlaw
the
country
rhythm.
pop or all.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I based on that, you're like, all right, I kind of have like a general idea of what it is, and then I hear this, and I'm like, God damn, there's like fucking brass. This sounds like the
Orchestrated.
Blues Brothers. As something I kept thinking of. It's just like this kind of like fucking. Oh God, I don't know what style of blues it is, but like, you know, that Blues Brothers style of blues where there's just like a lot of
horned
shit.
instruments
Yeah, like
and shit.
yeah.
Not just like
Right. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
rock blues or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it is. I don't know if it's like Chicago or Texas style blues or if it's like a combination of 13 different styles or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Blues people are probably like, these guys are so fucking
They're
stupid.
fucking idiots. Yeah, I know. But I kept getting that vibe, especially from that John Wayne song. That John Wayne song is so fucking good.
It
Yeah.
is.
That harmonica
Mm-hmm.
in the intro.
There's a lot of different things that go on in a lot of the different songs. I really enjoyed. Should we just jump into John
No.
Wayne?
No.
No, we still got more? All right. Well, I have no organized thoughts left, so keep going.
I love this album. I thought it
Yeah.
was really good. There are multiple songs on here that I will continue to listen to.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got 3.
How similar is this to stuff that you've heard from him in the in the past?
Well, he's been like a casual listen. So like I hear like Stone is one of their big ones. Bury My Bones. I don't know. There's a couple other ones. There might have been like 5 or 6 songs that I like from them before, but it's just as you hear it. This is the first I've noticed like the horns and stuff.
Yeah.
So adding that, to me at least, is pretty new. If you're a huge fan, and they do it in other albums, maybe that they do, but I haven't heard it yet.
I think it's the first time.
It's not a big leap. I think it's right in line with where they are, and as they're progressing, adding pieces and see where they fit. But it's not like a drastic change like Sturgill Simpson, who does like bluegrass and then does Sound and Fury.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Iterative process where they just kind of take one little step
forward.
I don't know that I've heard this much brass with any country album. I mean, at its core, it's a country album. We all agree with that.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, at its core. I mean, all of the imagery that he presents is he's a country boy. I mean, he says it literally. I'm just a good old country boy. It is a country
umbrella
album.
And then you can be like country
progressive.
Gospel,
yes,
whatever.
there are elements he brings into the country. But
it certainly wouldn't be in the rock category.
If you're going to make any other
R&B
argument, it's going to be rockabilly. Like you're getting into just a little bit more up-tempo country pop.
When I hear the word rockabilly, I think of like Brian Seltzer Orchestra or whatever the fuck. Dudes
really?
wearing like those fucking.
I think of Elvis.
Yeah.
I think of Elvis. To me, that's like quintessential. And he's definitely country too. So, country. I'm gonna slot it mostly under country, but they do have like the progressive elements, and that's where it becomes unique and brings in other people. I mean, when you look at his top 5, I think they're all over 10 million listens. This guy is doing it. They are doing it. Whiskey Myers isn't a person; it's a band, right?
Yeah. Cody Cannon is the lead singer name.
Okay, Cody Cannon. What a name! That's like sounds like a fucking porn name. Let's be honest.
He was on a podcast on the.
Might be. It could be dual tasking.
He was on the Meat Eater podcast a year and a half ago or so. They went out and did like some fishing or some shit. So like he sat down and talked for like multiple hours, and he seems like a pretty down to earth. Chill dude, doing what he loves.
Really tries to drive that home, doesn't he?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, he was like dipping during the show, and
yes, that's my kind of guy.
Talked about his background and his upbringing, and he just grew up in a small southern Texas town, and
some of the lyrics in here, like knowing how successful they are and how down to earth he tries to sound at this point, I kind of like roll my eyes, like, bro, you made it. You're there. Yeah, you are part of the elite class that you're trying to fight. Yeah, you're trying to fight against. But you're on the wrong team, man.
One other thing that kind of gets me with country music is you'll hear this kind of throughout different songs from different artists. Is a lot of people will glorify, not that there's anything wrong with this, glorify like their family's military history, but like when it's presented through a country song, it's in a light that makes them seem like more patriotic or like a better American.
There's definitely some nationalism to all country music.
But it's like
unless you're the Dixie Chicks,
people should be proud of the singer because his granddad was in Vietnam or whatever. You know what I mean? It's almost like.
But he traded in. What did he trade in?
Who?
His granddad. His
granddad traded a rifle for a
guitar. Yeah, his granddad was a guitarist.
Right, so but it's like it's always brought up.
I know, and then like in Antioch, he's like, I joined the military to become strong and support my country.
It's another one of those like check marks in a country song, like something about the military, your family being in the military.
Listen,
check.
If you're making a country album, you're going to employ soldier imagery, farm imagery, strong, independent man imagery. Americana. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, to say that country at its core is not pop is a lie. It is. And this is pop country. You say it's not, but...
No, man.
When
Dude,
you...
put
No.
Listen.
On
FM radio.
I get that, but the amount of listens and the things that he refers to... like just brings this, like it just scrunches it down. You just made the argument literally that it has too much of this one thing. And it is based off of these core principles that they know are gonna get listens.
Yeah, that's true.
It is pop country, but it's a little bit more experimental, and that's why I enjoy it.
But it's filtered through an outlaw country
Vibe.
for
sure.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
That's a fair assessment.
We've said it before, though. There's no good reason to not make listenable music.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Make it so that a lot of people can enjoy
they're
it.
independent too. I don't think they're signed to a record label.
That's
I
impressive.
think they own all their
true.
own music and everything.
We
I could be
will
wrong.
validate
but I'm pretty
that.
sure I did read that, but I mean, people write shit.
So you think they write and then they compose and they record and then they like sell it to a record label for distribution, but they're not necessarily associated? Or is this pure?
I'm not sure. I think they own the music and then they
brownfield?
partner with somebody for distribution. But I mean, what do you distribute now? It's not like you're sending CDs anywhere that you make all your money on the road. Well, should we jump into the songs?
Let's jump into the song.
boys.
Somebody else is gonna have to lead because I don't have my notes.
Well, starts off with the album name, but it's like a 15
instrumental.
second
Yeah,
instrumental.
It's
like
longer
40
than that.
seconds.
It's,
It's not very
decently long.
It's like
But they put the
It's
brass
less
real
than a
strong.
minute for sure.
oh yeah.
The brass is real strong. It's kind of got like the Mexicana vibe to
For
it.
sure.
It's like, you're like, or Texicana, I think I want to say. It's like, it's not strictly Mexican. It's not like the guys doing their fast guitar or anything, but there's definitely this
It has that vibe.
border
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
Yeah. I gave it a 3 out of 10.
I didn't even rate it.
I gave it a 5.
Did you guys really rate that?
Yeah.
You have
Oh.
to, bro.
All right.
The
well, I
fuck
guess
you
I give
doing
it a
here?
5. Well, I mean, a 40-second instrumental intro.
My
like,
problem
that's why
is
they're
it
fun.
doesn't
That's why
you're like,
summarize.
I will never listen to it.
If you're
I
gonna
think
do
it bleeds into the first song or into John Wayne so well that John Wayne, when I listen to John Wayne on its own, it just picks up and it sounds out of place. Like I am literally jumping into the middle of
So
the
you think
opening.
one needs to be with two?
Yeah.
I think an intro instrumental needs to summarize the album in some manner, and I don't know that it does that.
Jeff
And-
wants to hear every song's chorus in the intro.
No. Come on.
He just says the name of all the songs.
Like,
Singing really hard.
just sample the rest of it. I was like, I wanted to meet the vibe, and that's not what that song does. Like, I think the album's a little bit more upbeat than whatever.
Did we ever?
Yeah,
sure.
it
Did
is.
we ever
We're
establish
spending
what
too much
Tornillo
time
stands
on
for?
this song.
Yeah, what does Tornillo stand for?
And how do you say it?
Well, if it's a double
certainly
up,
certainly not Tornillo.
it's not. It's Tornillo. Like it's
Tornillo.
like pollo, you know, Pollo. It's like pollo.
Tornillo is Spanish for screw.
Hmm.
How about that? And this is how you pronounce it.
Tornillo.
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 I don't know. It sounds.
Tornillo. I'm gonna have to ask Lugo about that.
Let's move on to John Wayne
Yeah,
because
it's the best song on the album.
Yeah, that arguably for sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I do too.
to me it's not for probably the wrong reasons, but it's probably the best song on the album.
My first listen through, I was like, man, this song's really good. And then he kept going and going, and I was like, man, these songs are also really good. And then, basically, anytime I would listen to it, both headphones, I didn't enjoy, except for the kids. But I enjoyed it in like a, like this is a sad song type of way. But every other song I didn't enjoy, like I used to. And then, anytime I would listen to it with one headphone in, I loved it.
What?
It was weird. Like I was listening to it again today, like when I was single parenting, and I was like, man, I really like this thing. But I just had like one headphone in. But anytime I was listening to it too, I was just not into it.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
doesn't really make any sense.
So you just go half Ray Charles, and all of a sudden it's good.
Like as a background sound,
I think it's really good.
yeah. But if you're focusing,
Yeah.
you
I think
enjoy
it's
it less the more you hear it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's probably because I'm listening to the lyrics a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then some of the lyrics are like unnecessarily.
Southern.
not even Southern.
Country.
Just like, Jesus Christ,
Cheesy.
man. Like, I get it,
Yeah.
man. Life's hard. But, like, how many fucking songs on an album need to be about how hard life is? Like,
Right.
Just
I know you got
every
kids on
song.
the way.
Yeah, like...
You're trying to feed mouths.
Yeah, like... Yeah, if
You're like, you've said half
I
the
know.
lyrics.
Yeah,
It's
I
hilarious.
know.
I know,
If
yeah,
For
it is.
the
Yeah.
Kids
The only
was the
thing they don't
only
do is
one.
talk about a truck in this
That's
album.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's pop country.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at
Yeah.
me.
If For the Kids was the only song that was like that, fine. I don't know why I fucking snapped, but okay. But there are probably 2 or 3 other songs that
Are
deal
similar.
with similar
Yeah.
depressing subject matter, and it's just like, I get it, dude. Fucking whatever. But I wanted to ask, because somebody, was it you brought up the military? I just listened to it. I mean, I tried looking it up. That's what I was looking up. Or was the lead singer somebody in the military in this band, or was it?
I tried to find that, and I couldn't find that any of them were. I looked. I think maybe one of the members might have been.
Yeah.
He thought about
I was
joining.
more looking for, like, Cody Cannons.
Exactly.
If he had military, like, if he was in the military at any point.
I
Not
guess it's just
immediately.
because
I
he's
don't
the singer
think he
you
was.
associate the lyrics with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I guess it
Yeah,
makes
I
It's
mean,
not-
they have a
yeah.
song called Frogman, which is about Navy SEAls, and, like, he's, like, basically explained, or somebody asked him about it, and, like, he has some Navy SEAL friends, and he thought it'd be cool to write a song about him. And like, they're probably, yeah, fuck yeah, write a song about us.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I don't think he's, like, stolen valoring
No,
anything.
no.
But
I wouldn't start accusing people writing songs of stolen valor. You know, like,
Right.
You know, I'm a little artistic like that.
Sabaton
Yeah.
definitely has no.
there's some
stolen
fictionality
value.
to pretty much every song.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he isn't really, like, struggling to put food on the table anymore.
Right.
Or any of the
No.
other people who are
Right.
singing in the band. I don't know. They have 2 other vocal people or their other guitarists. I'm not sure who
There's
sings
some
the...
chorus options. The backup singers, like women backup
Oh,
singers.
they were
in
Yeah, but
this.
there's
yeah, it was very
a
nice.
couple songs on here that somebody else other than Cody Cannon is singing, and that's the first I've
Oh,
heard.
really?
Any of their
I didn't
I thought it
notice
was
that.
You didn't notice
I thought
that?
it was all the same.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, now that you say that, there is one
World
song.
Gone Crazy is one. That's not him.
Yeah.
That's somebody else in the band. And then there was...
What about the Wolf?
No, the Wolf was him.
It
The other
was.
side was him.
Huh. Yeah, there's a little bit more of like
Let's
a
see,
gravelly.
Little Girl, Wolf,
but
Snores,
these,
Band.
both of them
Heavy
have
on,
very.
Heavy on Me is sung by somebody else.
Yeah, Heavy on Me. I fucking skipped that.
Yeah. So, but
I
they all
didn't
have similar
realize
ranges
this.
then.
When I was looking it up earlier, they started in 2007. They've had, from the beginning, the same people the whole time.
That's so
No changes.
impressive.
They've added 2 members, but everybody stayed. They have no fucking.
That's cool.
It's like
you know,
Rammstein.
former.
Yeah.
Rammstein was the same way, which surprised me because they're so big. And when you're that big, you just think like personality collisions.
Yeah, I think if
Yeah.
you're that big, you got to stay together.
Yeah.
Like if Metallica got a new lead singer.
Well, that's
yeah,
different.
like,
but I
that's-
mean, they've
they're
had
not
different people. If it's
Metallica.
only been bass, you're right. Yeah. But bass, you know. you
Yeah,
argue
bass.
you
I
did.
think you feel like you could switch
Well,
out
they got
basses.
new guitarist, fucking Dave Mustaine.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
true. That's true. But he was pretty early. He was pretty early. Yeah, but that's the beginning to end. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But John Wayne as a song itself.
9.
9. I was gonna give it a 9 too.
Okay, I gave it
I
a
said
7.
I said this might be the best album opener, like song, even though it's not the opener.
Tornillo, yeah.
Certainly
It is
strong.
really
Out
good.
of all the albums that we've done, this might be the best album opener we've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a
For sure.
10, I feel like making that kind of statement it would have to be a 10, but it just doesn't quite get there.
Yes,
it
because
might
there's
be-
other
you could
songs
talk me
that
into 9.5,
musically go for it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 7 primarily because it doesn't go anywhere for me.
Mm.
You know, but it is awesome. And I liked that it bridged so well from Sound and Fury. To me, this was actually their more eclectic song. The other ones get a lot
Sound
more
and
country.
Fury.
Yeah, it was a little funky in a way.
Mm.
This song to me is not as country as the rest of the album. I thought it was more pop.
Are you wondering how Sound and Fury ties into this?
Yes.
Same.
They both have
are you
like
just
country
saying, like,
style singers,
you're-
and this one is a little bit more on the digitized scale. It has the brass still,
What do you mean
introduces the
What
brass,
do you mean
but
by digitized? Because I didn't catch any.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't
relate
know.
this to
It's
that
got a little
album
bit
at
more
all.
of the bass in it too.
That's
It
very
ties in. It ties in to a degree more than any of the other songs. I'll say that much.
For what?
Between the albums, Sound and Fury, and then this album.
But that's Sound
like,
Fury
that's
sung
the song.
by a totally different band.
I know that. I'm saying it was a bridge for me. Like, I really liked the Sound and Fury album, and this is the most Sound and Fury like song on this album.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. All right, so what do you guys think were the highlights of this album?
Getting right to the point.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, okay?
All right.
Fuck you guys.
Highlights. I'll do my highlights.
Yeah.
I think the first half of this album is fucking fantastic.
Agreed.
You could go from song to song to song to song.
For sure.
It doesn't really get like big jumps and change. It doesn't all sound the same.
No.
But it carries a very upbeat, catchy vibe through most of it.
I'll give you
List the
feel
first half. List the first half
So,
real quick. John
You
Wayne.
got John Wayne,
Antioch.
Feats.
Feats.
Ah,
Keep My
Feats is
Feets on the
fucking
Ground. That's
cool,
a
man.
really good one.
If there's any
Yeah.
song
I
on
think
the
that
album,
might be the second best
I
song.
gave that shit
No.
a 6.
really?
Yeah.
But that
See, that's like one of the more like less, country, calloused hands, blue collar.
no.
and more like
If anything, it's more typically
Like
country
what?
than
Yeah.
anything else, and I like the way because
It's
he's
like, I'm
like,
trying to
I
keep
keep my
myself
feet on the
grounded,
ground
yeah, trying to
and
be a
like my
fucking-
eyes on the horizon. It felt
Yeah.
like old country.
Yeah, I'm trying to be
It
an
felt
everyday,
fucking like
regular truck driving
George
motherfucker.
Strait.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have written that. I
feel
mean, I just bam, 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 boom,
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam. It's
Yeah.
very like bluegrass country. I fucking love that song.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, so you gave it a 6, which
Yeah.
is surprising to me. What'd you
I'm
give
just
it?
not into it.
That's fine. What'd you give it to?
9.
Oh yeah,
Dang,
I was
dang,
8.25.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
that
that
was
song.
one
I
of
was
my
like, that's the
favorites.
one
That's a high.
when I listened to it and then I like went to bed. That's the song that was playing. But when I would listen to John Wayne, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I think this might be the song. I gave
Is
it
that-
7. I think it's
That's
wrong.
your
but-
next. That's your your next highest
Yeah.
rated album. Or
Man, the
song?
second
Yeah.
half to you is bad. Then keep going. So we hit John Wayne, Antioch.
Whole world's gone
Feats.
crazy.
Okay.
For the Kids, and then the Wolf.
Mission
That's
to
song
Mars.
7. Mission to Mars. Bad Medicine. Heavy on Me.
Other side,
Other
hardest.
Side, Hardest.
It definitely starts slowing down
Oh,
in the
yeah.
second half.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe on
there's what,
purpose.
I think
yeah.
For
there's
the
like
Kids is
3
really good.
slower songs.
That's the next high point for the Kids. That's probably the slow, not the slowest song.
no
Yeah,
heavy
but
on me. I
it's
think
it might be the heaviest
Hardest
song
Stone.
though.
So I don't like those types of songs.
I don't either.
They don't do anything for me. I fucking hate them. I give it an 8 out of 10.
For the Kids.
Yeah.
So did I. I give it an
Yeah.
8. It's
Because
really
it
good.
hits
It is a
hard.
Oh yeah, like it. I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, man, this song. I don't know. I don't know anything about.
Is it
Whiskey
because being a
Myers.
parent now, like
Yes.
you could almost feel
100%.
Yeah.
that is what, like, if it ever came to that, like, that's a
100%.
discussion you could definitely
Yeah,
It's-
100%.
okay.
not necessarily see yourself having, but like it's a conversation that so many people like have to,
Yeah.
or a decision they have to make.
I was gonna say
Yes.
it's an admission. Whether or not they wrote it as this, but it's like an admission that when we grew up, everywhere it's like 50% of marriages end up in divorce. It is an admission that is
A
that's
thing.
at the end of that, it's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause like my parent, he's basically saying my parents got divorced and I'm fucked up because of that.
So let's not do
So
the
let's
same
not do that
thing.
to our kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's so sad because at the beginning of the song, he sees her and she's got this shine in her eyes. And she's going out. And that's where the song starts to me. Like, he knows what's about to happen. Like, she's excited about something that she shouldn't be. She's going to go out and fuck some other dude tonight.
He's gonna go to Target.
For
And
4 hours.
and then he's just like don't go, like, get that love dolls over time, just give me a few more
Yeah.
years, just like let the kids grow up and we can get
Get 'em out
past
of the
this.
house.
But it's
Yeah, I kind of looked at it as just old enough to like get them
Yeah.
and to a point where maybe they can handle this better. Whereas as opposed to being
Yeah.
like they're so young, we're like, why did my parents break up because of me? It's all my fault. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's better when they're 16 or if they're 6, but
Well, I was thinking maybe like 19.
But
18. They go off to college, and it's like,
yeah.
have fun at university, son, but by the way, your mother and I are going to get divorced.
Yeah.
And it was your fault.
Should have happened 10 years ago.
Yes, we've hated
We
each
should
other
have
for years.
never
Yeah.
given birth to you.
I know,
It's like,
Dad.
yeah, no shit. You
I
guys
know.
haven't slept in the same room since I can remember. You don't speak to each other.
But it's just like the chorus. We don't have to be happy.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
that part
over.
was,
Oh.
they didn't need that.
Oh god,
Brutal. No, that's what makes it. Yeah, that's
Really?
what,
It rips me apart,
rips.
man.
Yeah,
See,
that's what drives
that was
it
probably
home.
my least
Yeah.
favorite part of the song was when they pulled that, and we don't have to be happy.
I mean, I get it at
It's
the
like,
end.
I
when
feel like it
they're
would have been
repeating
better
six
sometimes
or whatever.
Yeah.
I think every song is 30 seconds too long. Maybe a minute too long.
Some of them for sure. I
Yeah.
think John Wayne might be a touch too long because it doesn't do.
Doesn't go
because it
too terribly
It doesn't
far.
take that next step.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I
But
agree.
yeah, it's probably about 45 seconds too long because
Feats has an awesome
no way.
ending. Yeah. Feats has an awesome ending. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a cool musical interlude at the end of that. A lot of them have some like pretty. The only thing I like they do like the screeching guitar, like the like they do that a little bit too much, but that's fine. Just go back and listen to the
I probably will.
Definitely not gonna now.
yeah. All right. So, any other high points?
So we go to the wolf after For the Kids.
I was gonna say the wolf was probably one that kind of came back to me today when I was listening to it with one headphone. I was like, man, this song's probably a little bit better than I originally gave, because I gave it a 6, but I'm like, I don't know if I listened to it today, because I did what Mark, you didn't suggest it, but like you said, what you did is you listened to it a few times and then you rate it. So this time I listened to it those 31 times on fucking Spotify or whatever the fuck, and then I rated it yesterday.
Okay.
And so I don't know why it was such a bad score, but I feel like that helped
Balance things out.
Yeah, even out
So
my
what'd you
scores.
end with?
I ended with a 6 because
Oh.
because I mean it was like you were pulling up basically and it was playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would probably give it a 7 maybe, but like I don't know if it's much better than that. But I do want to revisit that one because I do kind of like it.
What'd you give it?
I gave it an 8. I did like it, but it's like I'm listening to it and it's like, all right, so what happened? Like somebody talked some shit or said you couldn't do something.
done fucked
And
around.
then so you went and like just like did what you do for a living is you made another album. Like it's like, you know, somebody talked shit about me, now I'm gonna go make a table.
You left a
Like,
wolf
that's what I do
out.
for a living, you know. It's like I'm not letting the wolf out. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
it's Tuesday.
yeah, yeah. So you fucked around, so I wrote some songs, bitch. You know, that's what I probably scored it too high, honestly. But it's like the whole album's so fucking catchy. It's not like it's just not hard to. It's so hard to not like it because
Your,
it's just like
your problem is you didn't score it high enough. This one is a 9.
Joe's down there like punching his chair and shit.
I'm a wolf, so
Yeah.
let out the wolf spirit. These guys are gonna make fun of me on Friday.
You done fucked around. Fuck around.
I'm gonna beat these guys up.
You done left a wolf out, man.
My hand, Dave, my hand. Can you get the ice?
So number
Some
1,
Neosporin.
the wolf is my spirit animal.
What a dork.
The wolf is your spirit animal.
And you have
Yeah, like it's
contributed to
Elizabeth
that.
Warren's.
Because Ben has bought me a wolf figurine. I don't know why or
He called us
when.
dumb. He said botten.
He bought it? Did I say that?
He bought me a fucking wolf.
I don't know
I haven't
when
read a
did
book
you,
since high school.
Do you remember that? You bought me a wolf head. Why did you get that for me?
Because you're an Indian.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But you're not.
and I just like the general overconfidence of this song. I need a little bit of that in my
I hear
life.
ya. I hear ya.
And like to me, it channeled some Kid Rock Bull God. You know, it had that just like suave confidence. Like I like
I would
that.
say Bull God's a better song than this.
yeah,
But
but
at least through the
I don't
chorus.
know.
The
In the-
chorus is best.
I don't
in
know.
the
Yeah,
album
I think.
perspective, to me, it was a 9. I just liked it. It was super
It's all good.
cheesy. It was catchy.
No, Cheesy is the next song.
What's the
Mission
next
Mars.
one?
Mission to Mars.
Yeah,
Ah,
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah,
That was a fucking,
I thought it was catchy, but like, yeah,
It
it's
is
like,
catchy.
Yeah, but it's-
Mission to Mars.
That's like almost like a parody of an actual song.
Yeah.
To me.
Bad Medicine. The next one grew on me though.
It did. Yeah, so I gave that one a 3.5, but
Bad.
then I give Bad Medicine a 6.5.
You gave it a 7.5.
Seven's around.
I'm close enough. But, like, I still can't... Like, it's more of a lyrical journey than it is a musical one. But it's still good. That one reminds me of, like,
It's a
38 Special.
It's a space journey.
No, Mission to Mars is a space journey.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Bad Medicine. Bad Medicine was like a 38 Special type song to me. Had that outlaw country, but more outlaw rock type feel to it. But it wasn't terribly great. That's why I gave it 6.5.
Yeah, it's skippable.
If
you
I
listen-
hit it, I would have trouble skipping it. But it is skippable.
Yeah, I think so.
The next one's
Okay.
more skippable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Heavy on me. I gave that shit a 4. I said, nah.
Yeah, I said I don't want to listen to this.
No.
Yeah.
Other side, I kept thinking that
This is the problem. It's the second half sucks.
Yeah, I kept wanting it to be the Red Hot Chili Pepper song, which I also don't like. But
It's better than
because
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gave Other Side a 7, and I've
What?
listened to it, I'm like, I don't know why I gave that one such a high score. Maybe because
Yeah.
it's catchy,
Yeah.
but
We don't have
it's
to
kinda
be
like
happy.
It's a very vanilla standard,
Yeah.
like Whiskey Myers type sound. There's nothing real special about the other side.
Jeff, you
Other
don't
side.
like that.
I don't, but it smells good and it tastes good.
Just spit it back out into the cup. Don't drink it.
Oh, gross.
Just get your mouth wet.
That's real
You
nasty.
literally have a water right there. You're going to be up for the next 3 hours.
And you have a birthday party tomorrow in which you are hosting.
Don't remind me.
It's not your birthday party.
No.
It's your daughter's birthday party.
I've got plenty of time to go to sleep.
Word.
The show.
What's the next song after Other Side?
Heart of Stone.
Which is the last one. I didn't rate it because I do not like this song. This another one of them heavy songs where you're just like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. Stone is a slower song, and it's probably I think it's their most listened to song. You
Heart
should
of
listen.
Stone.
No, Stone. Like it's.
Yeah, I noticed
it
that
also
this
has the word
one.
Stone
Yeah,
in the title,
Gotcha,
but like
gotcha.
Stone's probably I think it's their number one listened to
it is.
song on Spotify.
It's like
That
70
one's a
plus.
slow one, but that's a really, really good slow Whiskey Myers song. This one's just kind of, yeah.
72 million.
Yeah.
listens.
Yeah.
I didn't rate Heart of Stone,
I didn't.
but I felt like it was better than Heavy on Me, so
Yeah,
go with that.
it was.
Show.
Solid guy.
I would recommend this album to most people. I think there's something in here that pretty much, unless you like all you listen to is like current pop and hip hop. But like if
Well,
you like
yeah.
any version of rock and roll, any version of country, you could listen to this album.
I think it has
Yeah, there's
some
something
very
on
nice
there.
musical moments. I will probably listen to a couple or a few songs again just to wet my palate. But overall, I think I give the album itself like a 5.5.
That's low. I'd probably give it like a 7. Overall.
Probably go 6.5.
That's high
Well, fuck.
for you, I think.
I don't know. Fucking John Wayne's so good.
It is good. So
It picks up the slack for a lot of the album, honestly, because it opens with that. You can just stop.
that's
and
true.
Then come away with like a great taste. Be like, man,
Whiskey Myers is good.
Yeah. So
Well, it's like anything, man. I mean, I can't tell you how many bands like I hear one great song and then I go and listen to like 30 of their other ones and they all fucking suck.
yeah.
You know, at least there's some. If you listen to this whole album, I think you could probably pick a handful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
If
you
this
probably
is
come
your
away with
style.
2 or 3.
Yeah,
That's fair.
fair.
You want to wrap this bad boy up with one more shot?
Let's get
That's
it.
what we do.
Is there enough in here for one more? Or are we gonna have to go to?
Oh, please not Pumpernickel Rye.
I'll take Pumpernickel.
Ah.
Since I brought it, I'll fall on that sword.
Yeah, give Jeff that one, and then I'll take the pumpernickel. If there's not a full shot in there, Jeff, you're gonna have to make some.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Even this one. Oof. Oh, sorry guys.
I've been listening to Bloody Hammers a lot lately.
Dude, it's so good.
That sounds violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night to Dismember is one of their songs, so yeah.
That sounds violent.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I was listening to Not of This Earth today.
Not of this earth! Oh,
That's
so
good.
good.
I'll
I think you would like them, too. They're like
I
more
don't
melodic
know.
doom rock. You would
It's
like
different.
it. I mean,
We'll
now
see.
that you've heard some of this other shit. Cheers,
Cheers,
mates.
Cheers, mates.
How was the pumpernickel for the...
Terrible.
It's all right. I don't taste pumpernickel,
It's
but I don't know
so
what
hard
that
to
is.
drink.
Just tastes like bird shit.
How do you know what bird shit tastes like?
I can imagine.
Bird shit taster.
Oof.
How do you think I clean the roof?
With my tongue.
If you like what you saw here today, please like, subscribe,
Watch the show.
Hit the bell.
tell Ben's mom.